Hello, and welcome to the Mushroom Mind, where we explore the fascinating and often hidden world of fungi. I'm your host, Michael Woodson. Today, we're diving deep into a mushroom that you may have seen on a gourmet menu.
Right.
It's famous for its incredible meaty texture, the king oyster, also known as eryngii. But beyond its culinary fame lies a powerhouse of health benefits,
Mm.
and it's backed by some truly impressive scientific research. To help us unpack the science, we're joined by Dr. Amelia Morel, a mycologist and researcher specializing in the medicinal properties of fungi. Dr. Morel, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Michael. I'm excited to talk about this one. The king oyster, or Pleurotus eryngii, is a fantastic example of a functional food.
Okay.
One that's as delicious as it is beneficial.
Most people know it as a fantastic vegan substitute for scallops, but you're saying its real value is much deeper?
Absolutely. While it's the largest and arguably meatiest of the oyster mushroom family,
Yeah.
its nutritional profile is where the story gets really interesting. It's packed with protein, fiber, B vitamins, and minerals, but more importantly,
Right.
it's a rich source of powerful bioactive compounds like beta-glucans, the potent antioxidant ergothonine, and even, get this, naturally occurring compounds that mimic statins.
Natural statins. Okay, that definitely caught my attention. Let's get right into the research. I've read some compelling studies on its effect on metabolic health. Where should we start?
Well, let's start with the gold standard, a human randomized controlled trial. A significant study was published in 2022,
Okay.
and it looked directly at metabolically unhealthy patients. This is huge because it moves beyond, petri dishes and animal models
Wow.
into the real world.
So what did they do in this study?
So, researchers took 100 patients and, for 3 months, had the intervention group consume a daily snack of just 6 grams of baked king oyster mushroom. The mushrooms were also treated with UV light, which is a clever trick to dramatically boost their vitamin D2 content. Both groups received standard nutritional counseling.
Only 6 grams a day. That's not a lot. What did they find?
The results were remarkable. The group eating the mushroom snack saw their fasting glucose levels significantly regulated compared to the control group. They also experienced a reduction in body weight, body fat, and waist circumference. And it wasn't just weight loss.
Right.
Markers for inflammation, like interleukin-6 and oxidative stress, specifically oxidized LDL, also decreased.
So it's tackling metabolic syndrome from multiple angles.
Exactly.
You've got blood sugar, weight, inflammation, and oxidative stress. How does it do that, particularly the blood sugar part?
A big part of the mechanism is its incredible fiber contents, especially the beta-glucans. This leads us to another fascinating human study that looked at what happens after a meal,
Okay.
the postprandial state. They found that including king oyster in a meal significantly blunted the blood sugar spike that typically follows eating.
Think of your blood sugar going on a roller coaster after a typical meal. The king oyster mushroom helps turn that roller coaster into, let's say, a gentle rolling hill. It does this by forming a viscous gel in the stomach.
Wow.
And that slows down gastric emptying and the absorption of sugars.
And I read that study also had something to say about appetite?
It did. This is a key piece of the puzzle. The same study found that the mushroom meal significantly suppressed ghrelin.
The I'm hungry hormone?
That's the one. And it increased feelings of fullness and satiety for longer.
So it helps manage your blood sugar and helps you feel full, which naturally supports weight management.
That's a powerful 1-2 punch for metabolic health. This brings me back to the natural statin idea you mentioned. What does the science say about king oyster and cholesterol?
For this, we have to look at a pivotal animal study. And while we always have to be cautious extending animal results to humans,
Of course.
the numbers here are so dramatic they can't be ignored. They took rats with high cholesterol and fed them a diet containing 5% king oyster powder.
And what happened to their cholesterol levels?
They plummeted. After 6 weeks, the mushroom group saw a 24% drop in total cholesterol, a 46% drop in triglycerides, and an incredible 62.5% reduction in LDL. the bad cholesterol. The critical ratio of LDL to HDL cholesterol improved by over 57%.
A 62% drop in LDL is astounding. That's in the ballpark of what you might hope for from a pharmaceutical drug. Do we know the mechanism?
Researchers believe it's a dual mechanism. First, king oysters contain a compound called lovastatin,
Wow.
the very same active molecule found in the first FDA-approved statin drugs. It's nature's version. Second, the study showed that the rats were excreting significantly more cholesterol and lipids in their feces. The mushroom's unique fibers seem to literally bind to cholesterol in the digestive tract
Okay.
and then carry it out of the body before it can be absorbed.
And it was safe? No negative side effects on the liver, which can sometimes be a concern with cholesterol treatments?
Quite the opposite. The study found that markers of liver stress actually improved in the mushroom-fed group. It seemed to have a protective effect,
That's great.
which is fantastic. This mushroom isn't just a culinary delight.
Clearly.
It's a multi-target metabolic regulator.
It's amazing how one organism can have such a systemic effect. What about its other benefits? You mentioned antioxidants.
Yes, king oysters are a phenomenal source of an amino acid called ergothonine. Some scientists call it the master antioxidant because it has a unique transporter in the human body, meaning we've specifically evolved to pull it into ourselves, especially in areas prone to high oxidative stress. It's a powerful protector against cellular damage.
And that ties back to the human study, where they saw a drop in oxidized LDL. The ergothionine was likely helping to protect that cholesterol from becoming damaged and dangerous.
Exactly. It's all connected. The beta-glucans support gut health and modulate the immune system. The ergothonine provides antioxidant defense. The fiber complex helps manage blood sugar and cholesterol.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful symphony of compounds working together.
This is all incredible science. So for our listeners who are now very interested in the king oyster, how can they incorporate it into their lives? Let's move from the lab to the kitchen.
My favorite part. The firm, dense stem makes it incredibly versatile. You can slice the stems into thick coins, score them, and pan-sear them just like sea scallops. They develop a beautiful crust and a savory umami flavor. You can also slice the stems longitudinally and grill them like a steak. Cooking is important because it helps break down the chitin in the cell walls and makes all these wonderful nutrients more bioavailable.
What about growing them? Is this something a mushroom enthusiast could try at home?
It is. It's a little more particular than, say, a standard gray oyster mushroom, but it's very rewarding. It's a top-fruiting mushroom, meaning it grows up from the surface of the substrate, not out the sides of a bag. It thrives on supplemented hardwood sawdust. The key is giving it a cold shock, a drop in temperature to initiate pinning, and then maintaining high humidity. Commercial growers manipulate CO2 levels to get those signature thick stems and small caps. But for home growers,
Right.
a simple grow kit is a fantastic way to start.
So you can cook with them or even grow them, but for those looking for a consistent therapeutic dose without the daily cooking, I imagine supplements are an effective option.
They certainly are. When you're looking for a specific health outcome, a high-quality extract or powdered capsule can provide a concentrated and standardized dose of those bioactive compounds we've been discussing. It removes the guesswork.
To summarize, the king oyster isn't just a tasty mushroom. We have human evidence showing it can help regulate blood sugar, support weight management, and reduce inflammation. We have compelling animal data showing dramatic reductions in cholesterol, and it's all thanks to its unique profile of fiber, antioxidants, and other bioactive compounds. For listeners who want to explore the convenience of a supplement, our friends at GrowMushrooms.eu offer excellent, organically grown vegan capsules of King Oyster Mushroom. It's a pure, potent way to get these benefits daily. You can find a link to their product in our show notes.
It's a great option for integrating these benefits into a busy lifestyle.
Dr. Amelia Morel, this has been incredibly insightful. Thank you for making the science so clear and accessible.
My pleasure, Michael. It's a privilege to talk about these amazing organisms.
That's all the time we have for today on The Mushroom Mind. Be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss our next journey into the fungal kingdom. Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. As we rediscover the potent ancient medicine encoded in natural foods like mushrooms, how might it change the way we approach modern healthcare, not as a replacement, but as a powerful, everyday partner to conventional medicine?